This is the Troy 3D Star, a puzzle that I've never seen, heard of, and definitely never turned before today. So I thought it'd be fun to challenge myself to solve it without any help from guides or tutorials. So I won't waste any time, let's get straight into it. Alright, here's the puzzle. Wow, now that I'm looking at it, this thing looks really cool. Before I get straight into a scramble, it's probably a good idea to familiarize myself with the cube. So let's see, how does this work? Okay, I've determined that it turns. I think taking some pictures is a good idea since I will probably forget what the solved position looks like pretty soon. Okay, now it's time to scramble it. So just while scrambling this, I've figured out that it turns pretty much exactly like a 3x3. The main difference is the shape and also the center pieces. I've noticed that the center pieces here have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different colors on them, while on a normal 3x3 they only have one, of course, so that will probably add some challenge to this. Alright, this looks well enough scrambled to me, and I think it's time to start. Okay, so I guess I'll just start with a center, so let's pick this one, and then to make the cross I would want to find the pieces that go next to it, so on this side we have red and green, and this is a red and green edge, but it's flipped, so I should be able to move that. Yeah, so there we go. This edge lines up with the center now. And then I'll just go around the center and do the rest of the edges. Also, I just noticed blue is next to green on the center, which is kind of cursed. But anyways, blue and green edge. We've got one back here. And where did my center go? I lost it. Okay, it's right here. So bring that edge up and... oh wait, no, that's not my center. Okay, here it is. I'm already losing my bearings here. There we go, second cross edge done. Third one is yellow and blue, so right here. There we go, that one's good. And the fourth one is yellow and red, which is back here. There we go. Okay, so it might be kind of hard to tell, but I think we have the cross solved here. So this center and all 4 edges around it. So now let's move on to corners. Oh wait, I forgot about this. So the cross does not line up with the other center pieces, so... okay, this might be tricky to do, but I think I can sort of just reverse engineer the daisy method from 3x3. So for example, I need to pick one side of the cross that I'll mess up and solve it at the end. So that'll be this side, and I can use that side to orient the centers on the sides of the puzzle, I guess. So let's see, here I need a center that has green and red. This one has green and red, but it's not, they're like flip-flopped, so I need, okay, it's back here. And this one I can just move over. Okay, so now that is aligned. Then going over this way, I need a center with red and yellow, so... oh, that would actually be the center that's already here, so I just need to bring it over to our slot, and then turn it, and bring it back. And that should have worked. Yep, so now both of these centers are aligned with their edges. Oh, this is already starting to hurt my brain. There's just so many colors on this cube. So these 3 centers are good. Next we'll do this one. So I need yellow and blue, which is right here. So I bring it over to this side, turn it, and bring it back. There we go. So now all 3 of these edges are good. And the last one is here, so I just need to bring the cross edge above it and solve it that way. So it's green, blue, which is... okay, it's right here, so I can just take it out of that slot. There we go. And then I'll align it with the center and bring it down. Okay, so now the cross is actually solved, meaning it's solved, but also the centers on the other sides of the cube are aligned correctly. Okay, so now we'll do corners. This one appears to be solved already, so we'll go to this one. We need green, oh wait, that's not green, blue and red. So this one, I guess. And blue needs to go here. Oh, that's the wrong corner because red is on the wrong side. So this one. Yeah, there we go. Blue, red, green. That's solved. Oh, and the edge for the F2L pair is also there, so that's nice. Moving... oh, voice crack. Oh, holy smokes. Cut that out, please. Cut that out. Okay, moving on. We need yellow and green corner here. This one looks like it should work. Yep. Oh, and the F2L pair also got solved there. Are we just getting lucky, or did I like not scramble it well enough? No, I definitely scrambled it long enough. It took like 2 minutes, so we're just getting lucky. Okay, and now this corner is red and blue, so this one. Oh no, that's the wrong one. It's flip-flopped, so we need this. There we go. So now we have this entire layer solved, so it's kind of looking like it's coming together. But anyways, moving on to the second layer edges, we already had these two solved, right? Yeah, so I just need to do these two. So we need blue, red, and yeah, blue, red on the other side too, of course. So, oh, that's in this slot, so we'll do this slot first then. It's green and yellow, which is right here. So I can just do a beginner's method alg to put this in. There we go, F2L pair solved. And the last one, where did that edge go that we needed? It's right here. Okay, I'll put this in. Nice. Alright, so now we have all of F2L solved, I think. Yeah, so everything below this layer is solved, and now we just need to do last layer, which I'm actually kind of scared for, because I don't know how I'm going to recognize OLLs and PLLs. Like, I already don't. I have no idea what I'm looking at. So maybe I can just find an edge that lines up or something. Okay, wow, it's been like 20 minutes of last layer now, and honestly, from how easily the first two layers went, I thought this puzzle would be a piece of cake, but this last layer is just so tricky. What? I just found a problem. Wait, has this been what's causing this the whole time? This center from the first two layers is not solved. How did that happen? But anyways, I should be able to fix that by like bringing it up here. Okay, so now it's oriented correctly, but we need to put the edge on the right side.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, there we go. That problem is fixed. It definitely didn't take me like 10 minutes. Okay, now I'm gonna just try to solve the last layer edges, because I feel like if I do that, then I can just use some sort of beginner's method solution for the corners, so this might make it easier. Okay, so right now, every single edge is flip-flopped, like it needs to be a different direction. So that would mean we could do the 2-look OLL that's like this. Okay, and now if we move the edges around, we should find that they're oriented. This one's still not oriented. And this one also isn't. So we need to do like this OLL. Just trying to orient the edges because I think that's a good first step. So this one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Come on. Alright, nice. So we've oriented the edges correctly. So now we can move on to corners. So as for corners, let's just go around the cube seeing what's right. Okay, this one is solved. This one is not. So I'll just keep my fingers on them. This one is solved. This one is not. So opposite corners are not solved, which means it's like that really annoying OLL. So honestly, I'm just going to do a soon so I get a different one. Okay, so now we have this unsolved, this unsolved, this unsolved, and this unsolved. All the corners are unsolved now. So we might be able to do that one that's just like this. And let's see if that helped. Okay, this one's solved now. This one's solved. Okay, it's looking good. This one's solved. And this one's solved. Okay, yes. So we should be on to PLL now. Let's go. It seriously took me over 30 minutes to figure out OLL on this thing. I never would have expected that. So if I backtrack what I just did, I think I basically had this OLL the whole time. So yeah, that was the case I would have had to do if I wasn't doing Tula. Pretty ugly one, so glad I didn't have to. Anyways, it's time to figure out PLL and finally be done with this puzzle, which I'll be excited for because this is a much better collection puzzle than a solving puzzle, if you ask me. I think it looks really cool, but it's not that fun to solve. Anyways, we have this corner solved. I mean, all the corners should be solved, or at least oriented, but this one is actually solved, yeah, because all the right colors are on their sides. So this edge is also solved, and this corner. So all of this side is solved. And then the rest is this edge, That's the only other thing that's solved. So we should be able to figure out what this is, right? Yeah, it's just an F-perm. But I am not doing an F-perm because I know for a fact that with the speed I would be turning at, I would completely forget how to do an F-perm mid-algorithm. So instead I'll do 2-look, which means I just have to do a T-perm here. Now the corners should be solved if I was thinking right. Yeah, all the corners look good now. So it's just edges, let's go. I'm so excited to be done. Let's figure this out. This edge needs to go across. This edge needs to go across. Is this just an H-perm? I think it is. That should be it. Yes! Let's go! We are done. Haha. Ending on an H-perm was actually pretty fun because I hadn't done M moves on this puzzle before that. I'm just going around and checking all the centerpieces because those do have to be oriented. Oh! Yep. Okay, we're not done. I celebrated way too soon. Wow, I got ahead of myself there. So this center is not oriented. You can see how the yellows are on this side where they're supposed to be on this side to match up with this. But how do I even do this? Because this is not something that happens on a normal 3x3. So it's like the centerpiece is just rotated 180 degrees, I think. So if I do 2 T-perms, will that just do it? I feel like this will just do it. Because I remember that that's how you rotate it. 180 degrees, I think. Yep, that did it. Okay, so now we are done. Let me just check. Yes, I did not celebrate too soon this time. We are officially done with this puzzle. It took about, let's see, it's 12:17 and we started at like 11. So 1 hour and 17 minutes. That's quite a long time for a puzzle that's really just a 3x3, if you ask me. Although to be fair, the first 15 minutes was like me trying to figure out what to say for the intro. So it was really about an hour. I think it was kind of enjoyable to figure out the last layer, even though it was very confusing and honestly I just wanted to give up at one point. But the thing that did it for me was just using like 2-looks. So when in doubt, revert to beginner's method. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I certainly enjoyed making it, and this will not be the last video where I do this challenge because I have more puzzles, probably ones that are even harder than this, that I will also be trying to solve without help pretty soon. So stay tuned for those videos, and I'll see you next time.